Welcome to part two of my full review of Avatar, Fire, and Ash. So, going through the other important pieces um, of this film to me as to why I enjoyed it and why I rated it a 9.5 out of 10. Um, so, I finished talking on the last point about the whole Jake Neytiri and Spider scene before he almost sacrificed him, and how they both came to terms with understanding that the way forward isn't showing the same inhumanity and brutality of the invaders, the humans, but embracing and accepting. And that's what they saw to be the right decision, and it was the right decision because Spider ended up being very integral into helping them stop the humans once again. And so I wanted to touch on the other important piece of Kiri. She is a very, 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 very important piece in this film. We saw that she starts having seizures when she tries to connect to the great mother Awa. Anytime she uses her little thing, the little tail braid thing, uh, she can't do it very long without getting sick. And they trying to figure out why she can't reach Awa. Awa's not listening to her. Why she can't do it. So we find out that Awa is basically Kiri reincarnated a little bit because she was made by immaculate conception through her mother, Dr. Jane, right? There was no father. She was a seed planted by Awa. And it's given biblical because who else was born through immaculate conception through a mother without a father? Jesus. Oh. So they put that in there as well. And again, I'm like, I see it. That is insane. It's insane. But eventually, I think I'll come back to Kiri. But I need y'all to sit in that she is pretty much Awa in a physical form. And it'll come into play because, again, even still, she just could not reach Awa for whatever reason. But going to Luwak, I told you how he was struggling with his brother's death and how he was blaming himself. He was guilty of it all. But he decided the way he was going to handle it, he was going to fight. Because the whales, I told y'all in the non-spoiler, the whales had come together and they decided to banish Payakan. That was the one who connected, that was the whale that connected to Luwak. Because he was stirring up drama in their species because he wanted them to fight the humans back and their way is peace. Right? And so they made the executive decision to send him off. And Luwak was pissed at his parent. His daddy was like, why you ain't fighting? Why you ain't standing up to him? You know we need this. You know we got to fight. And Jake wasn't trying to hear none of that. And Jake told him to his face, you the reason why your brother is dead. Jake, you can't tell your kid that. And so he was done. Luwak ran off and he was ready to take himself out. He put the gun to his chin and was going to pull the trigger. Oh, when I tell you this movie, it was digging in your heart if you let it. Like, he was so distraught with grief, feeling unaccepted and unappreciated, untrusted by his own father that he decided it was just best that he take his own life. But he didn't. He didn't. Instead, his friend or his little girlfriend, what was her name? I don't want to call her Serenity. Uh, it's something Serene. Hold on, Serena, whatever his little girlfriend name was. That's from the Water Tribe. she brings him back to reason. Kiri, his sister, brings him back to reason. And they decide to work on Natiri's daddy's bow that got broken in the last movie. And so she helps him repair that bow. He gives it to his mama. She uses that to start practicing to start healing from her injury. Um, but when Pycon, his well gets exiled, he goes off looking for him, and the girlfriend and her brothers go tearing off trying to find him. And they go to rescue him. And in the meantime, speaking of the whales, the humans that were poaching them in movie 2 are back again. And in this movie, there's this huge ceremony that the whales gather for all the mothers and their calves to all, even the avatars, the Navi people. All of them bring their babies when they had their babies, because Ronal, the chief lady, like the queen of the water tribe, she's pregnant as well. And so this is a ceremony where they all first connect their babies and their calves to A.W.A. And they all get to commune together. And so the poacher people are going to use this as an opportunity to slaughter them all and take all that gold gel out of them so they can sell it to the highest bidder. And so this is where one of the humans, the biologist, gets a heart. This is how Jake got set free, because he decided, he was like, he tried to tell them, you can't do this. These are people. They have culture. The whales have culture. They have their own language. They have names. They got history. And they weren't trying to hear it. And the military people don't care nothing he's talking about. And so that's when he decided to turn on the humans, save Jake, and give him a heads up about what's going to happen with the whale people. And so when the daughter, Serena, I'm calling her Serena. Serena and her brothers find Luwak out there trying to find Pycon. When they rescue him and they bring him back, they hold a whole nother convention. They hold another tribal meeting. And Pycon found one of his old clan members from where he was banished from originally. And they bring her there to talk to the elders to convince them that they have to fight, otherwise they're going to die. And she shows them, like, this is, look up. Oh, it was so sad. She was like, I'm the only one here. I'm the only one left of my clan. They killed them all, slaughtered them all. And she was chopped up, like, at the butcher shop. She ain't got no nose. She ain't got no fins. She blind, huh? And so she tells the great whale mother, the leader, the matriarch, that they needed to fight. And then after that, she said they would discuss and they'll figure out if they wanted to fight or not. But it was a breakthrough because Luwak found his voice throughout his grief, even though throughout feeling rejected from his daddy, he found his voice to stand up and fight for Pycon and for himself. He like, no, I'm not sitting back any longer. I'm not going to sit in this back seat and just let life happen to me. I'm going to take it by the handles and take some initiative, which was very important because when the big fight happens, you know, the humans come attacking the water tribe. They had a plan. They set a plan in place. Jake became Torok Mach 2 once more. And the whales end up joining. They set them up good too. They was like, ain't nobody here. Where are the whales? Where are the mothers and the calves? It was just the bulls. When I tell you, they started tearing them up. They had the humans on the run. All the tribes, they had sent the people out far and wide to come to fight on behalf of the water tribe. But y'all, lo and behold, the Ash people come, led by Morang and Qualtrich, and the battle start turning against them. The humans start winning, and it looked like all hope is lost. And here comes Kiri. Against all odds, she knows she ain't supposed to connect to A.W.A., but she gets to connecting, trying to get to A.W.A., which was revealed basically like a light face, lavender white face. I don't know. But she's trying to get to her, but she can't get there alone. Spider joins her, and Tuk Tuk joins her. And that gives her the strength she needs to push through, connect with the rest of the ocean to turn the tides in their favor. And it was just a wonderful and beautiful sight. But y'all, I'm running out of time. This is part 2. I'm coming back for part 3.